Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Newsgram. It's true confession time. Something you might not know about me is that in addition to hosting this podcast, I also own and operate a small business. It's always been a passion of mine, and you know what? It's not easy. If you have any interest in starting your own business, I would strongly suggest doing something that you truly care about. It really makes the fact that you have a job 24/7 a lot easier to handle if you love what you're doing. So what about you? What are your dreams? There are so many options to choose from. Have you had any interest in owning your own business? Today I want to talk about Keryn Lee of Adelaide, South Australia. A place I've never been, but it's on my bucket list. You know, I hear they have some amazing restaurants and wine bars featuring wines from the region, but I digress. Newsgram is all about highlighting interesting people living their lives, people that you and I might not have ever met before. So today, I want you to meet Keryn Lee, a professional healer, a spiritual and personal development teacher, a speaker, and an author. She wrote a book called Secret Healer's Business: How to Develop Your Skills, Work with Clients, and Build a Successful Healing Business. While the book is geared to the healing business, there is something here for everyone. Anybody that wants to start a business and run a business of their own. Here are some of the topics: overcoming challenges, working with clients, duty of care, when it all goes south, building an authentic business, attracting clients, creating your future. See what I mean? Of course, she also talks about the world of energy healing and offers up some great advice, like be present. Here's what she says. When I attended my first Psychic Expo as a healer, a large event that would attract some 10,000 people, I sat down to do my first healing session and suddenly became aware of how noisy it was. From banging drums to children screaming to the drone and chatter of movement, I wondered how on earth I would manage to concentrate. I made a choice in that moment to allow nothing to distract me from offering the best service possible. I narrowed my focus to my client and let everything else fade into the background. Years later, I realized that working in this type of environment trained me to develop a skill that I didn't know I would need. It taught me to have a level of focus and presence that now comes natural and is an important part of my healing work. The ability to be fully present with a client is one of the greatest gifts you can give them. You see what I mean? She's talking about focusing so she can heal, but imagine you're a manager sitting with an employee doing a performance review, giving them your entire focus, no phones, no computers, no other distractions, just them and you, one-on-one. It's very powerful. 10 years after working at Psychic Expos and as a tarot card reader, an energy healer, and opening up her own healing studio, Keryn definitely knows what she's doing. Her background and unique insights into the healing business will inspire you to do the work you love. Before I wrap this up, I have to give you one more quote. It's from her chapter titled, "You're Weird. Get Over It." She says, "Some of my students worry that they'll be perceived as being weird or woo-woo if they become healers, and the core energy here is really about learning to accept yourself. When you accept who you are and what you do, others will too." Let's face it, if you're reading this book, you're a little weird. It's time to own that and see it as an advantage, not something that's wrong with you. The planet doesn't need clones. It needs changemakers. And what you bring to the world with your own special brand of weirdness will contribute in ways beyond your imagining. Stop trying to fit in and start being you. Pretty good advice. So if you want to discover Keryn's advanced healer secrets, how to develop your intuitive abilities, as well as overcoming something she refers to in the book as healer poverty consciousness, then you're going to have to grab a copy of the book. It's called Secret Healer's Business: How to Develop Your Skills, Work with Clients, and Build a Successful Healing Business by Keryn Lee, and it's spelled Keryn. She offers a free ebook on her website, secrethealersbusiness.com, or just click on the link right here in the show notes. And that will do it for this edition of Newsgram from webtalkradio.com.